Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Part 2, gang, y'all. Let's get it, y'all. Part 2, gang, y'all. Like, share, subscribe, y'all. Skip. Let's go. Man, that jump was crazy, man. I seen Frank get up out of here as a clean man. Frank was gone, man. I said it took about 3 weeks, a month. Then somebody from Richmond that I knew, we finally got word. They were like, yo, Frank, that's where Frank at. I'm like, where? They like, man, he went to Lawrenceville. I'm like, oh, word? He like, yeah, he at Lawrenceville. I'm like, man, that's crazy. Scrub. He was like, man, he wanted to go to Greensville. I was like, no, he said his homeboy was up there. I was like, man, but he's still struck. He was like, man, he hopefully he good. I started thinking, I'm like, oh, no, though. I was like, man, the way I done heard about Lawrenceville, the stories I done heard, the rumors is about, it's always the pack on that junk. But regardless of what it is, it's something always up there. And temptation can be heavy on somebody like Frank. But he let it go on Sussex too when it was nuts, man. So I was just thinking he should be good. That's how I looked at it, man. So bro was out of there, man. He was gone. You know what I mean? Like, this was probably like when I met Frank, this was probably like 06. Know what I mean? This probably like 06 when I met him, man. So a little time went on, y'all. Fast forward the tape. Now it's time for me to get transferred finally, man. So now we in 2009. So with me getting ready to get transferred, man, like that whole feeling was a different feeling. Like I saw how Frank had looked and I saw how happy he was, probably thinking he was going to Greensville, whatever the case. But like when you getting transferred, it's a feeling that you'll never forget. Like, especially when you coming from like one of these maniac prisons, you be like, yo, man, I'm gone from there, man. Like you kind of like feel good that you actually was able to stay out of trouble, like, you know what I mean, to get off this camp. So I was feeling great about leaving. So it was time for me to leave. Y'all almost ran out the door. I promise y'all, man, I almost ran to the bus, man, get me out of Sussex 2. So I get to Sussex 2. The lady told me, you're going to the worst building on the compound. I was like, what's that? She was like, it's called G-Land. Y'all know the word she said. He was like, it's G-Land over there. It's G-Land over there. Everybody's over there. They just did a mass movement. They just freaking moved all the old heads over there in 60 pod and 70 building. And they moved all the members from the red team and blue team and the GDs. They moved them all over into 40 building. If you're under 26, that's where you're going at. So I'm like, you sure that's where I'm going? She was like, how old are you? I was like, 26. She was like, yeah, 26 and under goes there. I'm like, I don't care. I was feeling like I left the worst of the worst already. So it was nothing they could tell me, y'all. So boom, I done been to Sussex 2. That was the worst level 4 in Virginia. You think I can't survive this place that look like a freaking college campus? That's what Lawrenceville had. Look, when I pulled up, I'm like, no tower? Man, this joint looked like we was at a college campus. I'm like, man, this is crazy, man. So like, I wasn't trying to hear all that, man. I done seen dudes wait for me to come out. Man, let me out of here. I can survive anything, man. Put me in a dang on sardine can and I'll finish my bid, y'all. So boom. I didn't care about none of those rumors, man. So I was off to my building. When I got to my building, they was right. It was Maniacville over there, man. But like, I'm running into a lot of dudes that I knew from Sussex 2. Like, it's so many people up there that left Sussex 2 that's at Lawrenceville. Like, I didn't even remember Frank was up there. Like I forgot all about it. Years later, I wasn't even thinking about Frank. Y'all know he from the R, so it was like, I forgot. So like, I'm up there and I'm seeing all type of people, everybody chilling like, yeah, everything good. So my first night there, like, I was messing with my homeboy Ty. So like, the second night I went and this other dude I had known that was on Sussex 2 with me, he wasn't from Norfolk, but he had rocked with me. He was like, hey, Weezy, you up here? He was like, man, look, man. I was like, yo, I'm gonna rock with my homeboy Ty real quick. He was like, man, when you finish, come holler at me. So after I finished, you know what I mean, I dipped over there. So I went to his cell. He was on the top tier too. So I go over there. We get to hit the la-la, you know what I mean? I'm fresh off the jump. I come up there with massive Feezy paper game. You hear me? Y'all already know I freak crates of blacks at a time, 10 boxes at a time. So my Feezy paper game, that paper that you take out the black and mild, I used to have a lot of them junks. So I brought them junks in my photo book. I had 1 million of them junks when I got there. Dudes was buying them from me on Lawrenceville. So I put up the bro sale with the Feezys. So he get to rolling up. So I'm like, yo, what's going on up here, man? He was like, man, a lot of people up here, man. He was like, yeah. He started talking. He get ready to hit the la-la. He was like, hey, oh, look. He was like, man, guess who in charge of winning up here, bro? I'm like, who? He was like, you ain't gonna believe it, man. I was like, man, who, man? He was like, man, you don't remember old state struck old head, man, the old head dude, Frank, man. You don't remember Frank, man? He was like, remember he used to work in the building? We was in 4 building, man. I was like, oh, you talking about Frank from Richmond? He was like, yeah. He was like, man, he winning, man. I was like, he winning? He was like, yeah, he on the other side. He was like, man, listen, the man got weight for sale, man. He was like, man, he got he got the weight for sale. The man winning, man. Like, he winning on that side. I'm like, he was like, yeah, he plugged in with the G's over there, and he be making plays. He was like, man, look, the man, it shocked me. He was like, it shocked me, man. I seen him coming back from school one day, and the man looked nice. He don't look like, you know what I mean? I'm like, man, he welling, man. He was like, man, I was like, you sure, man? I said, man, man, he's the best with the hottest chick. He was like, no. He said, yeah, he's the best. I remember when he got back. I was like, yeah, I was in the block. That's when I was in the block. So we like, yo, this was wild hearing this. This was wild hearing this information that Frank is the one in charge over there on the other side. I'm like, this could be a good thing, you know what I mean? But I'm not on the other side. So I'm like, this was crazy. So I still never saw him, you know what I mean? But I went back and hollered at my homeboy Ty, and I asked him, because Ty was on Sussex. Ty barely remembered him. I had to really break down who he was, because Ty was like, who? I'm like, man, the old dude, man. I was like, who over on the other side that they say supposed to get? He was like, man, this is the old dude. I didn't know he was on Sussex, though. I was like, man, yeah, man. I said, that's the dude, Frank, man. I was like, he know me, man. He was like, oh, yeah, well, that's the dude there. Yeah, you got it. He was like, yeah, you got it. I was like, that's crazy. So, like, I couldn't do that. I want to be like a cheerleader and, like, try to chase him and try to do stuff. But I'm like, yo, when he see me, I wonder would he remember me. You know what I mean? I was like, I wonder when we do business, because y'all know I'm just landing on Lawrenceville. Like, I'm definitely trying to get some money. I'm definitely trying to slang and bang. I'm definitely trying to get some money up this joint. I'm definitely trying to see how I can win on this camp, man. I've been hearing about it. I'm trying to win immediately, y'all. So, boom. So this was good news to hear. I might have an ally of somebody that I really know. You know what I mean? Me and him used to kick it, you know, the count. But you never know how people is these days, man. So I just was like, it is what it is. So I wasn't even tripping. So a little time went on, man. And that's when I sat in that joint, man. And I saw that wasn't the block for me. That wasn't the block for me, man. Y'all know the story. I asked the unit manager to move me. She got me up out of there. She didn't send me to where I asked to get moved, though. She sent me to San Franciscoville, man. I couldn't believe it. So I get to San Francisco. So when I get to San Francisco, you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't even like happy to be there. Like, my whole mode of being there was like, wow, man, I can't believe they actually just sent me to this place like this, man. The whole campus suite, and I got sent to the only place that I never want to go. A part that's full of shake, roller, and rollers. Like, that was nuts, man. I couldn't believe they did that, man. So I had to go, though. I dealt with it. I had to go, man. So when I get over there, I'm chilling. Like, I'm not in no mood to try to get money or nothing. My whole focus was on getting about that joint, man. So, like, I didn't know what was going on. The yard, it looked different. It was smaller. It was the same setup. It just looked smaller, a little different over there. So I ain't really like that side. So the first time I went to Chow was lunchtime, man. So we coming in. 70 buildings still in the Chow hall. So we walk in. I walk in the joint, I'm in the line. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, crazy, man. So I'm in the line. Like, it's, you know, it's people be eating right there. They got the barricades right there, like the little jump the block. But I'm like, they right there on the other side of us. So I'm walking, I'm looking. As I get close, I see a dude. He got the gray Lloyd Banks sideburns. I'm like, the gray Lloyd Banks. I'm like, you know what I mean? But I see it though, bald head game. You know what I mean? But I see the gray sideburns. I'm like, but as I get close, I see him. He got a jean jacket on. He got some Timbs on. He got the jeans on, the Levi's shirt on. So I see him. He just, you know, he late, kind of like he old head. He got his jean jacket, probably a 4X. You know what I mean? I look at his jeans. His jeans look like he was in a Nelly concert. Them jeans definitely were 44s. That's my word. I'm looking at his Timbs. He got the jumps all the way over his shoe, like how people wear them now. He was rocking his jumps like how people wear them now. Over the tongue game, y'all. So boom. But old head was shocked though, man. The closer I got, that's when I looked. I'm like, still ain't say nothing though. But as I get ready to turn, we get ready to turn to get to where the tray slot is at. That's where he was sitting at, like in the diagonal part right there. So when we get like this, I see a dude looking at me. He like, so we turn. I'm like, I was like, Frank? He was like, man, what's your name, man? I was like, T Weezy, man. He was like, oh, Charlotte, what's up, Charlotte? I was like, man, what's up, man? What's good? He was like, I ain't doing nothing, man. I was like, yo, so he came over the bird and dapped me up. So I'm almost getting ready to get my tray. I'm like, man, what's up, bro? Looking good, bro. I said, I've been hearing about you, bro. I said, I've been hearing all good things. I've been hearing all good things about you. He was like, man, yeah, Shorty, man. He was like, look, where you at? I'm in 61 Pond. He was like, oh, you over there? I'm like, yeah. He like, man, you should get over 70 building. I was like, man, to be honest with you, I'm trying to get over in 30 building with hot rod in the back, man. I said, I'm trying to get over there. I said, I ain't. You know, I said they was wilding in that building. I said, I tell the lady, move me. She moved me over here, way on the other side of the earth. So he was like, yeah. He was like, look, man, look, matter of fact, I was just about to leave. He said, go ahead, you gonna eat? I said, yeah, I'm hungry. I said, I'm about to eat this joint. He was like, all right, I'm gonna wait for you. So he went back to his table. So I ate my food. So when he see me get up, I look. He was like, all right, so me and him dip out. So we walking back. He like, yeah, man. I'm looking at him, Unc Crispy. Unc got his swagger back. You hear me? Unc look like he about my age. I'm looking. If he ain't had a great Lord Bank sideburns, man, you would think Unc was about 31 game, y'all. So boom. But I know Unc knocking at 60 though on the low. He just been locked up a minute, man. Unc is, hello, I'm about to be 60 in a minute. Unc was knocking at that junk, man. I'm telling y'all, man. But nevertheless, man, the man looks great. Pause. Like, he's dressed nice, fresh baldy, Lord Banks, gray game, you know what I mean? Jean jacket game, he jive. He got it together, so as we walking back, we coming the long way. So I'm like, his building gonna come up first. So I'm like, damn, man. I said, man, damn, Frank. I said, man, Frank. I said, you snapping on this Jane, ain't you? I've been hearing about you over there. He was like, man, like, everything fell in my lap, man, you know what I mean? I said, man, I thought when you had got baptized, I thought you had gave, like, you was just done. Like, I ain't mean to throw that in his face, but y'all know I'm a petty maniac. Like, I just wanted to see what his reaction was gonna be like. You know what I mean? You supposed to conversate. This is conversation right here. So I'm like, yeah, I thought when you got baptized, I thought you was like done, bro. He was like, yeah, I was done till I got up here. He was like, yeah, I ain't messing with no how these chicken in years, man. He was like, but when I got up here, he was like, man, it's just too much money up here, T Weezy. He's like, you gonna see, man. He was like, man, look. He said, I'm making $1,500 a week up here, T Weezy, man. I'm talking about going into my account. $1,500 a week, man. He said, this has been going on for the last 6 months. I said, man, get out of here, man. He said, man, that's my good word, man. That's my good word. He said, I don't gotta do nothing but get it, distribute it out. Somebody sell it. They get me the money. I pay the roller. I said, oh, you got a roller? He was like, you know, Shorty, like, I said, man, look, I said, look, I ain't staying over here. I said, well, look, we need to see if we can do business though. I was like, because, I'm just getting on the count. I said, but I like to get some money, the count. He was like, I already know what you talking about, dude. What you talking about? I was like, I ain't talking about nothing. I was like, I'm talking about either you can let me get in the car or I can spend some money. He was like, it's better if you spend some money, Shawty. He was like, because, like, I'm already in the car with somebody that just get to work out the script, you know what I mean? So it's like we split. So like dudes be in like joint relationships, deals, you know what I mean? / my homeboy or whoever. Sometimes dudes do it with me all the time. Like I need Weezy because Weezy can get the la. Like some people do it like that. So I already know he been down forever, so he can't get nothing. So he definitely probably in the car with a dude. But he be like, yeah, though, other than that, I got all sweet deals for you. He was like, up here we sell cups. So I didn't even know nothing about the cup shit. He was like, they about to take the tobacco. So this is right before they was about to take the tobacco too. He was like, they about to take the tobacco. So like, I'm gonna have that too. So like what you want, Shawty? Like, just holler at me, though, Shawty. I'm like, man, that's what's up, man. Like, it was all right seeing old Frank again, y'all. So boom, he went in his building, man. I walked back to my building, man. I felt all right. I ain't even gonna lie. You know what I mean? I ain't asking for nothing. I want no groupie. I just was kind of checking his temperature to see how can I get in this car? How can I maybe see if I can get some money? So I was cool because I'm like, me and him cool at the end of the day. I ever wanted to spend or anything like that, I could definitely get with him. So I kind of just waited my turn, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie, man. Like I just kind of not wanted to be somebody that was chasing him because you could tell like it's so many people. It was like 2 dudes standing by the door waiting for him to finish talking to me. They was just waiting. You see, they was just waiting. They probably was in another pod. They was right there just waiting. He was like, he kept looking back like, and they was just waiting like, man, wish he hurry up this conversation. And I'm talking to him. So like bro was that guy, man. He was that guy over there, man. So the next day roll around. So when the next day roll around, I end up seeing him again. He called me to the fence. He was outside. He was like, hey, T Weezy. I'm like, yo. I come to the fence. He over there with some more rich dudes. He was like, hey, look here. I was like, what's this? He was like, man, ain't nothing but a spoon, man. He's like, I know you need some. I was like, man, do I, man? I was like, man, appreciate it, man. I was like, man, but like, I'm trying to, I might can spend some money. What we talking about? He was like, talk to me. I was like, man, I ain't really trying to do too much over here like that. I was like, but I am trying to remain afloat. I was like, I'll spend $150. I said, can I spend $150? He was like, yeah, you can spend $150, man. I'm gonna bless you too. He's like, I'm gonna bless you for $150, man. He said, I got you. Don't worry about it. He said, ain't gonna be a spoon for him, but I'm gonna give you a big ass pile. I got you. I was like, man, appreciate it, bro. I need that, man. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm gonna get on the phone. I'm gonna take care of that, and I'm gonna catch you at dinner time. So that's what I did. I went back in the cell. I went back in the pod. I hopped on the wall phone game. It was wall phone. I had to hop on the wall phone. I had to put it together. My man told me to call him back in 30 minutes. I called back in 30 minutes. Bro had them 12 digits, y'all. So boom. I wrote them down nice and yes. It's about to get some la-la. When you writing numbers down, that be what you be thinking. Like, yeah, I'm about to get some la-la. What's the number? Repeat it again if I can make sure it ain't 2, 3, 4. Got it, bro. Got it. It's La time, man. That's how I was feeling. So I waited to dinner. I go to dinner. I see him. He like, yeah, you got it? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I brought it too, because you know I trust you. I'm like, man, you already know. You ain't got to worry about me, man. So as he's standing there, a dude pull up on him. I ain't never seen this dude. Dude pull up on him. Was like, hey, Uncle Frank. Hey, look, man. It's a dude, man. He's saying he was trying to get down, man. He said he got some money, man. Frank looked back and was like, man, can't you see him talking? God damn, man, these young niggas ain't got no fucking morals, man. God damn, you see me having a conversation with this man right here. Dude was like, yeah, god damn, Uncle Frank. I'm like, damn, Uncle Frank? I was like, bro, who the fuck you think you on goddamn American Gangster some boom? This nigga wild. He was like, go ahead with that shit, man. I was like, man, you got to be thinking you goddamn Frank. Niggas calling you Uncle Frank and all this shit. He like, man, I'm just, man, you know, goddamn, I'm just trying to live to you. Like, I ain't got no beef with nobody, shawty. Like, I don't do no fighting, shawty. I'm just trying to get money, shawty. That's it. I don't know when I'm gonna never go home, shawty. So, like, I'm like, man, you ain't gotta explain that. I was like, but nah, I appreciate it though, man. I was like, but look though, man, anytime I'm gonna try to do this, I'm gonna get with you though. He was like, yeah, do that, man. So the dude that he screened on kind of like was still right there. You know what I mean? So, like, thinking back all the way to Suss's days, man, like when he was in his early 50s, like I never seen Frank get physical. Like I never seen him get to a point where like he on it like that, you know what I mean? So I'm like, damn, like Frank, he just snapped on that nigga, but he was winning on that side of the yard. It was probably, I think the G's was winning. The GDs definitely was winning. Then he was winning. Frank was winning, man. Frank was definitely winning on that jump, man. So like, when I went back to the building and saw what he gave me, I was like, damn, that joint, all right. So it was the dude that knew me that was outside that pinned the whole shit. He had seen me. He was like, hey, Weezy. He was like, hey, look. The dude that Frank screened on was from the dude's talking to me from. So he like, hey, look. Man, that's word. He was like, hey, look, he better leave that young boy alone. He was like, that young boy a maniac. That's my word. I'm like, for real, man. He was like, man, Frank old ass better keep getting that pack. He better keep getting that pack. I'm like, over there, storing Frank over there. He was like, I ain't saying that. I ain't saying that because he locked in with them G's. He was like, but at the end of the day, though, he better hope he don't never piss my little homeboy off. Watch what I tell you. So I'm like, man, that shit crazy, man. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, bet. So I just left it alone. I ain't say nothing about it. It won't nothing for me to say. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it won't nothing for me to say, man. So I just let that be because you always have, I done been through this. You will have people like mad at the man that's the one in the pod or the one in the building or the one on this side of the yard that's getting to the bag. It's always going to be somebody smart that can know that he can make money in prison, man. Like that's a smart person. If you're someone to be like, man, I can still make money. Like I can create an avenue to make money in prison, man. I tip my hat to these people, man, because I'm one of those type of people, man. Like you can make money. So hearing bro talk about who, you know what I mean, his little homeboy, this and that, I'm saying like I'm on it like, yo, like for real, man. I'm like, Frank looking out for him. Why would he want to do that? You know what I mean? But I did hear how Frank screamed on him. I started rocking through Frank a little bit. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I started rocking with him. I went like 2 times. I got that la he gave me, man. I went back to back, spent that money with him because it was easy getting $150. And I'm just like, I'm just gonna grab it from him again. The man was walking distance, easy to find and get the joint, no hassle. I spent money with him twice, y'all, back to back. I ain't even gonna hold y'all after the first time. So like I'm in that joint kind of like enjoying having somebody that, you know, that's in the cut. I ain't doing nothing but really selling fees and getting my $150 back. I'm not making a whole lot of noise like I got to work or nothing like that. So I don't know what had happened, man. Like, but things be happening on Lawrenceville all the time. But when I looked up, I heard the police say, Eee! And I heard the slider open up. When the slider opened up, I seen a nigga coming through the door, and the first thing I seen was that damn jean set. I'm like, what the fuck? I see that jean coat. I'm like, who the fuck is that? I looked, and I looked again. I seen them crisp ass Timbs with them baggy ass jeans. I'm like, that's Frank, man. He was talking to somebody. Dude was like, come on, man. He was talking to somebody in 63 Park. He was like, dude was like, come in. He was like, so he came in. When he came in, I saw him like, I'm on the top 10 looking at, because I'm up there by the laundry area by myself. I'm like, I'm looking at him like, Frank? He was like, oh shit, Sean, I forgot you was in this pod, man. He was like, hold on, let me put my shit up. So he was like, what cell I'm going to? Dude was like, you going to cell right here. So he was going on the bottom tier, like under me. So he took his stuff to the cell. So after he took his stuff to the cell, I come down the steps, I see him. It was another Richmond dude talking to him. It was another dude that was a G in the joint talking to him. So I see him like, what's up? He like, hey, yeah, man. I got down, yeah, man, got down. People hating on me over there, Weezy, man. People hating on me over there, T-Weezy. People got down, got the people to get me out the block, man. I'm like, what? He was like, man, I was laying in the bed watching goddamn sports, so they told me to pack up. I I was like, man, you welling, man. He was like, man, why you think I'm over here? I don't well. He was like, man, they think they gonna stop something. That shit ain't gonna stop shit. They can't stop shit by moving me over here. What the hell they think they doing, Weezy? I'm like, man, I don't know though. I was like, but I'm kind of glad you over here on the low. He was like, man, listen, that shit don't stop nothing, man. Who the Bob over here, man? Shit, that shit don't stop nothing, man. I done made over $20,000 on this motherfucker, Weezy. Think I give a fuck about these niggas, man. These niggas hate. I said, I thought you was Jai Lock. He like, yeah, Eric, listen, what I just say? These niggas can't stop a motherfucking thing, Weezy. These niggas can't stop shit, man. I'm letting you know now, man. They ain't stopping the goddamn thing, man. Let me rock. Let me rock. I don't gotta hear that shit now. I'm over here with you now. I'm gonna bless you, nigga. Fuck these niggas. That nigga was talking greasy, y'all. So boom. But not to me. He was just speaking in general, speaking out loud, venting. This is what he was saying. I'm just sitting there like, I'm glad you over here now. I got you direct. Real talk. So he's snapping out. After he finished venting, he found out who the barber was. He went out there and got the Lloyd Banks James lined up. He come back with a crispy Lloyd Banks. He like, yeah, he's still talking, man. Fuck these niggas. That's what I was telling my homeboy over there, Shaw. Like, niggas ain't stopping shit, Shaw. Fuck these niggas. I'm like, man, damn. You know what I mean? So he chilling. So it's night rap. Then we went to dinner. All that went on. So by the time we back in the pod, it's about to be the lockdown time, like a last lockdown type of time. We was in the joint. Everybody in there chilling. This is my word. I hear niggas say, hey, niggas, you a bitch ass old head. That's why. Yeah, you a bitch ass old head. That's why. Now I heard somebody say, yeah, do something about it then. And I was like, that's Frank voice. Get up. I come out. I was like, who was that? Nigga was like, dude, that's across me on the tier. He can see because it's his direction. The jump under me, so I can't see unless he was like, so I was like, I walk towards the steps. You know, I'm nosy. I'm super nosy. I come down the steps. I'm coming down the steps. I'm looking though. I'm like, I see Frank. He ain't got his jean jacket on. He was like, yeah, nigga, fuck. Dude was like, nigga, you a bitch, nigga. Fuck around you. They like right there by, like behind the steps. Like the booth can't really see like that behind the steps unless he locked in. So Frank like, nigga, fuck you. He keep talking shit to the young nigga. This is my word, man. The young nigga just took off on Frank ass. Boom, 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 boom. And I got a Frank view of the jump. So I'm seeing Frank, like I said, I haven't seen him fight, never. I never seen Frank fight. My word, young boy take off on him like 3 good jumps. Boom, boom, Frank like this. He tried to block him, them jumps was hitting. Boom, boom. Frank stopped. Got some old head shit, like pivot his leg. He was like, he threw some shit. He was like, he started fighting back, so they rumbling. So they rumbling in the jump. So after like a minute of just toe to toe, just boom, 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 boom. Frank was rumbling that nigga. Young nigga caught him. Young nigga got a little bit more endurance. Young nigga was boom, boom, boom. And he caught Frank ass. Frank was like, boom. That nigga, when he hit the ground, man, this man was fighting in some like these blue shorts. Like we can order these like blue shorts. Like we can get blue shorts or people cut their sweatpants into shorts. So that usually be the shorts that you would see in penitentiary. Man, Frank had on the blue shorts, which was already super thin. I don't know if he had them tied up right or nothing. But pause game. My word, man, that man hit Frank ass. Boom! When he hit Frank ass, Frank fell this way. Boom! When he fell that way, man, everybody was like, oh, shit. Man, everybody in the pause was like, what the fuck? Niggas was in that bitch weak. Pause. I look. Man, Frank was laying over that bitch, man, with one butt cheek hanging out. Y'all niggas was like,
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes.